Dobar dan svima. Evo danas nam je gost u studiju Deni, vlasnik jednog od najpopularnijih video kanala na YouTube-u. Gradual Report, kaže zdravo. Deni ne kaže uzalud zdravo, on je naime porijeklom iz Srbije, ali živi u Americi zapravo otkad se praktički rodio. Deni, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Zagreb.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us what you are doing in Zagreb, why you are here.
Come to Zagreb to help with the shooting of finding Jumbus's next YouTube video star.
Right, so what do you think about Video Star? It's our project Video Star. Did you see some videos that people send us? What do you think?
I did. They're good. They're good. They're fun. They're exciting. They're intelligent. Some of them. I think it's wonderful. And do you really want to know what I think? Do you want to know what I think? I'll tell you what I think. No. I got you. Let me tell you what it is. Okay? Jumbus is a large media company, right? And YouTube is a independent content creator. Like anybody could make videos on YouTube. Anybody at all. But the people that are popular on YouTube aren't chosen by large media companies. They're chosen by the voters, the people who view. Right? So what ends up happening is the media companies go, we're losing control of what's happening. Let's make an award and try to capture the next YouTube. So they're kind of propping up their own special YouTubers.
So with all those videos that you have seen of Video Star,
sure,
and you've seen lots of videos by YouTubers from around the world. Mm-hmm. So what do you think? Can you compare that? Do we follow the trends? Are we good as the people who are already famous?
I don't think there is such a thing as good and bad anymore. I think the platform is so splintered that everybody finds what they're looking for in the need. Like if you look at YouTube and it's like videos with Asian people are extremely popular. There's a lot of videos that are really popular. Just for example, Asian people. The reason is because the Asian community is underserved in main media markets. And so the people who identify with Asians, like other Asians, they go to YouTube and they find that little wedge of themselves. And that's all it is really, is a mirror. And so do I think you guys mirror the mirrors? Well, sure. I mean, everyone does. But I don't think that the platform of YouTube is necessarily for that.
So how do you explain that major TV companies actually miss the opportunity to hire some YouTubers, and why they don't realize that's let's say a gold mine with money?
Because the production value of television is so much higher than the production value of your average YouTube video. The thing that YouTube does well is tell stories of individuals. And to tell those stories, the people are living their lives and just telling those stories. And so their production value is nothing because it's their day-to-day cost. Now, to create a living room where a story takes place costs a lot more money than it is to just take your phone out and start filming in your living room. And so I think that the stories that people tell, the thing about YouTube is everybody's on it. There's not one person, there's everyone. So you can find the little piece of yourself that you want to see, but as far as television goes, it doesn't make sense to produce everyone's story because that would be insane.
Right.
There would be an insane cost. So what they do is they sit back and they wait and they go, that person is getting a lot of traction. We're gonna give that person some money. We're gonna bring their story a little higher production value.
So you said that people usually they put their personal stories and personal statements on YouTube. Yeah. You are actually also the one with that sort of thing. You have some interesting background of your YouTube channel.
Yeah. It's been a long time, 7 years. So I have over 1,000 videos.
Yeah. And Serbia is actually focus of your jokes.
Over 1,000 videos. About 35 of them are Serbian. So I wouldn't call it a focus. It'd be more like More like, what is that, 3% maybe?
Well, maybe, but for us it's actually, no, of course,
sure,
very
I have
interesting.
a very large audience here, and I'm very grateful, very happy to be able to serve, because I mean, you got to understand that the Serbian audience in the United States is tiny, but it's very densely populated. You know what I mean? So it's an underserved market, like I was talking about with Asian people. You could replace Asian people with Serbian people. Serbian people in the United States didn't have a voice or didn't have someone who spoke the language or even pretended to, as I do. And so then when I came on the scene, I was the first person on YouTube to do that.
Can you tell us a little about your family background?
Sure.
You are.
Sure. My mother was born in Čortanovci, and my father was born in Novi Sad, and they grew up in they grew up, I don't know, wherever they grew up. And my mom went through France to the United States into Chicago, and my dad went through Germany to the United States into Chicago. And in 1972, 1975, something like that, they met in Chicago. And then, you know, they do what parents do, right? And I was born in Los Angeles, California, in 1980.
So, do you speak Serbian or
Malo.
Malo.
Što malo pričam s tobой. Kad počnem da stavim više reći u sentence, onda kao, onda vidiš da baš ne znam. Ali ono kao, si gladan, jesam, tako mogu. Sir, pereš ruke, takve stvari.
So let's go back to YouTube. What is this? We see the people who are actually quite good, who have good ways with the marketing and PR and all that.
Sure.
They make a lot of money. And how hard is it to become the rising star of YouTube and make a lot lot of money?
Wow. What's a lot of money, right?
Well, everything with 6 numbers.
six digits, huh? So kuns or American dollars?
American dollars.
American dollars. 6-figure American dollar. What would it take? It would take about 10 million views a month. 10 million views a month in a tier 1 market would get you $100,000 a year, which would be the minimum, I guess, to get 6 figures.
Is it hard to get those numbers, those millions of views? How hard
it is?
What I mean?
It is very difficult. I mean, my most viewed video has I think it's 37 million views.
Oh, you are so close.
In one video, you know, and it's but I have a lot of videos that have, you know, 5,000, 10,000 views, and it's a difficult thing to, you have to evoke the viralness out of something. You have to make a video that's worthy of sharing, because people are going to see it, but they have to see it and go, oh my God, that is so funny. My friend John has to see that. You know, and if you can make a video that does that, then John's going to see it, he's going to show it to one other person, and that person's going to show it, and it's going to travel, and it's going to grow, and then 1 million views isn't going to be a problem. But to get that first step of making a video, that's. I mean, you also have to seed it properly. Like there's people out there that have faked it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you know this, but Psy, the guy who has the most viewed video, the South Korean guy who did the Gangnam Style, he bought his first 100 million views to step over that first
That's interesting.
wave.
How you buy views?
There's companies out there that create bots.
Okay.
That buy views.
So do you need like,
actually music companies do this a lot to music videos, and they basically try to promote it, but what ends up happening is YouTube catches on and then takes those views away. When YouTube caught on last time, I think they took like 1 billion views away from
yeah, I read about that.
You know, there's all kinds of policing going on, black hat stuff, but.
So do you need to have like a team of people working with you to become a huge star, or are you working on yourself? Do you have people who are working with you?
If you've ever sent me an email, you know that there's not a team of people. You know what I mean? Everyone would benefit in everything from having a team of people to help you along. You know, that's just, you know, yeah, absolutely, it would help. Do you need it? No, I don't think so. I think that if you're genuine enough and if you're a real person, that's the connection you build with your fans, and that's where the growth happens, you know. But it doesn't hurt to have a team helping you out. You know, Britney Spears didn't become Britney Spears by herself.
Of course.
You know what I mean? There was an eyebrow artist. There was a million different people involved in promoting that career. And I think if you had that type of push, you could certainly get ahead. But I don't think it's necessary, because like the internet is the great you know, honest voting ground. People are going to either like you or not like you, and it's about getting in front of enough people that like you to grow.
Right, but you're also doing the stand-up shows as well. You've done that here in Balkan region as well.
Yep.
And how is that going? How is it hard for you to make up those jokes all the time? And how do you, it's not.
My jokes are stories that happen to me. You know, like for example, I was driving into Zagreb yesterday, right? And it's a drive. It's a serious drive from Belgrade. You know what I mean? It's 4 hours, 5 maybe. And I'm sitting there and I put my leg up on the seat next to me. And I'm just kind of sitting there like this, and I'm just driving. I've got my leg up, and then I see this car come up behind me, and I was just like, ugh, you know, like whatever. Because I'm going like 80K, 90K, you know, like I'm not in a hurry. I'm just driving cool. It's an old car too, so I don't want to push it because the engine might explode. Anyway, so I'm driving, and this guy pulls up next to me, and I don't even notice him because the sun's coming in really hot, right? So I have this hat, and I turn the hat sideways, and I have it covering the sun, so I don't even see what's going on. And then this dude pulls up here, and he starts cutting into my lane a little bit, and I was just like, dude, seriously, like, what is your damage? I look over, and he has a blue light on his dashboard. And it's like, you know, one of those blue lights, and I was like, that's pretty, but you really need to stop cutting into my lane. Turns out, it was a police officer, right?
Blue light, yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, oh, big man with a wavy gun, whatever. You know, so I pull over, and he pulls over, and he gets out, and he comes back, he's like, this is what he looks at me, and he goes, pa kako ti tako voziš? You know, šta voziš tako? And I was just like, pa jebi ga. And he's like, gde ideš? I'm like, Zagreb. And he's like, odakle si? And I was like, Los Angeles, buddy, California. He's like, pa ne smeš da voziš, ozbiljni se malo, ozbiljni se. And I was just like, ne znam šta je to.
Did you have to pay a fine? Did he let you go?
No, he just let me. I don't, as a point, I don't pay a fine. Never. I've paid like one police officer once.
Like never at all?
In Cambodia, I got pulled over 3 times a day in Cambodia when I was there.
What is your secret?
I fight.
Like you are brutal fighting?
I argue. Okay. They come at me, because see, the thing is, the police can't ask you for a bribe. They can't say, give us $10, give us $20, give us money. They can't ask for it. So they have to make trouble for you, and then you have to say, well, maybe there's something we can do here. Nešto crveno možda.
Did you pay bribe?
Never.
So you didn't pay bribe, you didn't pay a fine.
It's too much trouble. I give them too much trouble to deal with me. Because this is what they say to me. They say, well, you know, I can take you to jail. Like, možda sada idemo u zatvor da zakon. And I was like, ajmo, brate. Ti napiši na tvoj papir da ja sam vozio, stavi su mnogo tu i zato sam u zatvor. Ja bi to volao da vidim na papir. You know? And he just looks at me like, and I'm just like, nećeš ništa. Ajde idi kući, ajde pusti me. Šta me juriš?
Well, that's actually brilliant, I must say, because I always thought that you have to be nice with policemen and to talk to them like
I tried that.
Sweet, being nice.
I tried that, but they just keep upping it. Like, oh, I don't know. I got pulled over in Serbia, you know, and they're like, oh, American. I'm like, yep. And they're looking, you know, like, I don't know what the guy wanted. But he's like, otvori gepek. I was like, okay, otvorimo gepek. You know, and he pulls out my first aid kit, prvi pomoć. And it's expired. Kao, ne znamo šta ćemo da radimo sada.
Yeah, that's the big trouble.
Znaš, ne znamo šta ćemo sada. Kažem, ništa ćemo da radimo. Ja ću da idem da kupim novi, to je to.
Well, that's good. How long you are staying in Croatia?
Another 2 days.
Oh, be careful now.
You think?
Well, I don't know. Maybe if they see you now, they know.
I got stopped yesterday. I was waiting for this apartment, the guy to show up with the keys. There was a police officer on the corner. He comes over. He's like, "Šta čekaš?" And I was just like, daj mi papir, daj mi, I didn't have my passport because I left it in my jacket, which was, and so like, I got no papers, man.
Yeah, it seems like you attract a lot of policemen.
I think I look guilty. I just look guilty.
You have that face.
I just have that guilty, like I'm standing on the street corner and they look at me and they just go, that guy's planning to rob a bank. That's what he's doing. He's up to no good. I'm actually in Italy, same thing. I have this big black jacket and I walk around and these two cops just walk, like they're just walking like this. They see me and they just turn and they just walk right to me. And they're just like, what's going on? And I'm just like, I don't know. What do you think's going on? And they're like, you look like you're gonna jump from a bridge. I was like, well, I was thinking about it.
So what are you planning to do these 2 days in Zagreb?
I'm gonna film some stuff with Jumbus. We're gonna do some filming. And I'm gonna eat, at History Bar.
At some point you have to eat?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to History Bar. They've got a great pasta I love every time yeah, that's the plan.
Watch more videos on Video Star?
That's all I do. That is all I do every day. So I do that everywhere though. It's not just because I'm in Zagreb. But yeah.
Nice. Tell me, why do you think that Serbian YouTubers are far more better than Croatian YouTubers?
That's a loaded question. Why are Serbian YouTubers far better than our...
Oh my God!
First of all, I don't think they are.
Really?
I think there's some YouTubers that are better, but
I mean,
I don't think it's a nationalistic.
They're really more visible.
I mean, the visibility is a different thing, isn't it? So I mean, like, why are some Serbian YouTubers further along in their career path? I think because they had an amazing, person to show them how it's done. No, honestly, I couldn't answer that question with any level of accuracy. I think they're all doing really good work, and I think I don't. Again, I think it's such an individual.
Do you think they're more relaxed, so they are having a better way with people, with the audience? I mean, you've been in Belgrade lately, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, how was your time there? I mean, how did you feel there?
It depends entirely on how much I've had to drink. No, everything. You know what? I was walking around Zagreb last night, and it was beautiful. The center there with the horse, the whole thing. Like there's literally I don't draw lines in sand and say this is a country and that's a country. I go everywhere. Thailand, Cambodia, Australia. I've been around the world like 4 or 5 times now, and I just see people as people, and I can't say, some people are better at videos, and those people have just been at it longer. Hollywood has just been churning out, and the reason Hollywood's the place is because they had sunlight 90% of the year, and so they could film things there without rain, But as technology progresses, everyone is on a fairly level playing field, And I think some people have just been at it longer.
So you traveled a lot, and you are working a lot all around the world and everything. So for the end, can you give some advice to newcomers on YouTube, to new people on YouTube?
Yeah.
What to do, how to do?
Yeah. First thing is learn how to edit so that you're not waiting for an editor. The second thing is talk about things that you feel passionate about, because that's why people connect to you. Because I mean, like, if I did a show that was like about trending topics, I just did like this happened to Justin Bieber today. After about 10 shows, I would just hate myself. You know what I mean? So that's why my show is always changing, always growing, always evolving. Because it evolves as I do. Because I only talk about things that I'm happy about, I'm passionate about, and so I think that is the #1 advice. And then the second thing is don't measure success or failure by saying I got a brand deal that's 6 figures. Or I don't have a brand deal, or I can make enough money, or I can't. You know what I mean? It's about it's a hobby more than it is a way of life. You know, and I think the hobby is the thing that fulfills you. But the money part of it, you know, get a job making sandwiches, you know, or whatever, and then just do like, okay, I need this much to live, and I do that for money, and this is my hobby. And I think that will grow your hobby into, maybe you get lucky enough to make enough money to have to be able to quit your day job, you know. And I think that's the thing.
Well, thank you very much, Danny.
Thank you.
It was nice having you.
Ah,
at all.
she had me. She just had me.
Okay, let's cut it now.
Ajde, ciao. Drago mi je. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Hvala.